Michelle Asher from onlineincomeroadmap.com, and I just want to spend some time sharing with you how to set up your WordPress site from scratch. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at things like from start to finish, and step by step. We're going to look at how to buy your domain name, how to get your hosting account, how to change your name servers, how to install WordPress, how to install your theme, how to add pages. We're going to add some pages. We're going to customize the home page, and we're also going to add a logo, and we're going to add some other nice little touches at the end with some social media bits. So get yourself a drink, relax, pause the video at any time so that you can carry out the task and then come back to it. During the course of the video, we're going to be looking at some sites that I'd like you to go to in order to buy your domain name, in order to get your hosting. Just for ease, I'll put the links by the video so you can click on those links and go pause the video and go and get your hosting and go and get your domain name, etc. So get yourself a nice cup of tea, relax, watch the video, and I hope you learned some great things from this video. So here goes. We are on the 123reg website. So this is the home page. Here's the box here where the W's are. This is the box that you're going to put in the domain name that you would like to purchase. So your domain name will go here in this box right here, and then you hit this green button right here. So it then takes you to the page where it shows you all the availability. So it says here the ones in red are the ones that are no longer available. They've already been purchased by others. So anything that is not available, you're not going to be able to purchase those anymore. A domain name, once it has gone to someone else. Only can you purchase it if they relinquish that at some other stage. So we're only really going to be looking at the ones that are green. Now, because it's a .com that I'm after, and the .com here is already taken by someone else, it means that you're just going to have to find something else. So what 123reg does, and what other domain name registries do, is they give you suggestions. So right down here, you can click on that suggestions, and then there it will come up with a list of suggestions based upon the domain name that you've put in the top box here. But because I'm looking for a .com, and the only .com that's here is this particular one at the bottom, which I don't like, what the other choice that you have then is to go back to the box at the top and to put something else in the box. So what you would then do is put something else in the box that still pertains to your business, that still pertains to your name or your business name, but it's going to have to be something else that makes sense to your audience, your target audience, that makes sense for your business, that makes sense spelling wise, and it's easy for people to understand. So you can add another word, you can take away a word, you can change what you put in there altogether. It's completely up to you what you want to put in there, but the point is that you need to be creative in trying to find one that is actually available for you to purchase. So I've just found one actually that is available, which is available in a .com, and the reason for having a .com is if you have a business that is worldwide and you have an international market, then it's really beneficial then that you have a .com for that particular reason. However, if your business is for a particular country, then in which case it's better for you to get a extension that is specific to that particular country. But today we're going to get a .com. So as your domain goes here now, .com is available. That's the one that we'll get. So you just need to deselect all these other ones that they've kindly selected us to have. And actually we only want 1 year. So we're going to go for yourdomaingoesherenow.com. It's for 1 year at $10.99, and that one is selected, and all the others have been deselected, so we don't want any of those, we just want one. And then you add that to your basket. Once it's in your basket, you can go straight to the checkout. So what have we here? So here we have the optional Whois Privacy for $4.99 for 1 year. Now it's completely your choice as to whether you get this. Now the reason for the Whois Privacy is that when you buy a .com, all of your personal information is entered onto a registry for anyone to see. It's public information, a public registry. So if you do not want your personal information to be available on that registry, then what I would suggest you do is purchase this for $4.99. It's only $4.99 for 1 year. It is entirely up to you. You may have a business name or business address and personal details that you don't mind people seeing, in which case you can go ahead and you really don't need to buy this Whois Privacy. It's completely your choice. So whichever option you go for with it, whether you add it or not, if you want to add it, you click on this button here for $4.99. If you don't want it, then you continue on. Either way, complete your transaction, purchase your domain name, and we'll continue on after you've done that. So now that you have your domain name, it's time to get your hosting. The hosting is really where your website is going to live, and all the associated files like videos, PDFs, any downloads, anything that you have for your website, this is where it's going to live, on your hosting account. And the reason why I recommend HostGator is because it's reliable, the control panel is very easy and straightforward to use, but most importantly, it's WordPress compatible. So I'm going to now show you how to get your hosting account, how to set that up, and beside the video you will see a link to get you straight there to the HostGator website, so you can go ahead and do that. Just click on the link. So we're going to click on View Web Hosting Plans. You'll see 3 options. It gives you the hatchling plan, which is the basic plan, the baby plan, and the business plan. So out of those 3, I do recommend the baby plan. The business plan is for people who are a bit more advanced. The hatchling plan is obviously a very basic plan. I don't recommend the basic plan for the simple fact that you can only have 1 single domain on that hosting account. The baby plan is an account where you can have unlimited domains, and I recommend that for that very reason. So let's have a look at the pricing structure. I do recommend you go for the monthly plan at $7.96, and then you hit order now. So on this page you register a new domain, or I already own this domain. Well, you've registered your domain on 123reg, so we'll go for this option, and then you just type in here the domain that you pre-registered over at 123. So if you haven't already done that bit, pause the video now, click on the 123reg link beside the video and register your domain name, and then come back and do these steps here. So we'll continue on. You put your domain name in here that you've purchased on 123. Make sure that the package type is the baby package, what we selected, that the billing cycle is on a 1 monthly basis at $7.96, and fantastic, at the moment they're doing a 20% off. Put in your account information, give yourself a username and a security pin that you can remember, and then scroll down and below, just enter in all your billing information. Underneath that, if you just click off or deselect those extras that they're recommending that you get, that at this point you really don't need, and then scroll down a bit more to the bottom, just check that those details are correct on the right hand side there. Read the terms and conditions and tick there to indicate that you have, and click the bottom to create your account. And guess what, folks? Congratulations! You've just created your hosting account. So by now you should have purchased your domain name from 123reg or whoever you decided to purchase from, and you should have your hosting set up with HostGator. Now when you set up your account with HostGator, you should have received a confirmation email from them just informing you of your cPanel login details. So what we need to do is connect your domain name to your hosting account. Until they're set up, this is an example of what your page might look like. marketingonlinebuzz.com is a domain name that I've pre-purchased for this exercise. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and log into our HostGator account using the details that HostGator sent you in their last email. So here I am in the HostGator account. Now when you scroll down, it could look quite scary. There's a lot there, but fear not. A lot of this, or most of this, you will not even need to use. But I just want to draw your attention. Near the top is the live chat support. Anytime you need help or support with setting anything up in HostGator, they've got fantastic support for that. So definitely use that if you need to. And if you scroll down a bit more, it's near the end, in the domain section right here. And if you look at this add-on domains area right here, if you cast your mind back to when you set up your hosting account, we went for the middle, the baby plan, where you could have multiple or unlimited domains on your hosting account. Now this is exactly what that is pertaining to. Now that you have this hosting account, and if you were to purchase any more domain names in the future, at no extra cost, you could just add on those domain names to this account. And that is the reason why we went for this account, because it's much more versatile. So what we're going to do now is scroll down a little bit more. And I just want to draw your attention to the name servers just at the bottom here. So what I'd like you to do is to just copy and paste those two into a text document. Just do that right now. I've already done that there right here. And we're going to save those for a bit later, where we're going to input those into our 123reg account. So what I'd like you to do now is log into your 123 account where you purchased your domain name. So here is Marketing Online Buzz, that's the domain name I pre-purchased for this. And I just need to scroll down a little bit. And if you find this area here where it says Change Name Service DNS, just click on there. Now remember that text document where you copied and pasted your HostGator details in there. What I'd like you to do now is copy and paste those details into here. So let's do that now. Let's get the first one. Just get that first one. Make sure you put them in the right order. Copy and paste that in there. Get the second one. Copy and paste that in the second one. And then you hit update. Success! Name server successfully updated. That's great news, because what it means now is that you successfully pointed your domain name to your hosting account. So now we wait, because it does say that it could take up to 48 hours for the change to take place. So what we do now, I mean, to be honest with you, I've done this a few times, it's never taken as long as that. So it may be a couple of hours or so, so you just hang tight until that change has taken place, and then we will reconvene. But congratulations. I'm quite impressed, because that only took about 20 minutes. So it means now we can go ahead and install WordPress. So we're back into our HostGator control panel. I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom where it mentions Quick Install. We are going to use Quick Install. For any of those who haven't used HostGator, you will probably see Fantastico there. They're both equally as easy to install WordPress. So we're going to Quick Install and WordPress. Then we're going to click Continue. Then find the URL. Going to input our details. Put in and your email address there, and the blog title can be changed, so it doesn't really matter what you put in here, but for now I'm going to put marketing blog, and the admin user I'll put my name, Michelle, surname Asher, and then you hit install. But before you hit install, just want to make known that you don't need to do anything in this box here. As a beginner, we're just going to leave that box clear, put your URL in the top one and your details in these boxes below, and then hit install now. Ooh, come on, there we go, 100%. Congratulations, fantastic. So now the installation is ready. Oh, it says it's ready, but actually it could take 2 to 4 hours perhaps. Hopefully it will be quicker. So what we do now again is we wait a little while till that's ready, and then we can begin the next phase. So until then, thank you very much. So here we are, we're back again. I've fed the cat, I've had my dinner, I took the kids to school. What else did I do? Okay, just joking. It didn't take that long, but here we are. I'm sure it's done by now. So we're going to go ahead and click where it says here. And hey presto, this is our blog. So we need to now log in so we can make it look nice and funky. So we're going to go to the bar up here, and to log into it, we need to just have your URL / then WP admin, and then we go back to our quick install. We take, I don't need to copy that bit, but I can copy my password. Copy the password, paste that in the password. I think I can remember the username, and then log in. So what we're doing now is we're logging into the back end of our website. Fantastic. So this, just show you around quickly. Scroll up, then down. This is our back end. All of these items on the side here you will get to know as we go along. The first thing we want to do is change our password, because that password that they gave us is not very easy for us to remember. So you might just want to go into users, edit, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and then you can change your password to something more memorable for you. Don't copy mine now. It's strong. And then you hit update. What you need to do then is remember your password. Make a note of it somewhere so you don't have any problems logging into your site any other time. So now we're in. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to refer to my list because I want to make sure that we cover everything. We're going to install our theme. So to do that, we go to Appearance and Themes. But before we log our theme, before we upload our theme that we want to have, let's just have a quick look at how the website looks at the moment, just before we change our theme. Then we're going to go Add New. And the theme that I really like, that is free, is called Responsive. And if I could spell responsive, that would be great. Responsive, and then hit search. Here it is, the first one. I quite like this one because it's very professional looking. It's called responsive because it is exactly that. Responsive meaning that it's mobile friendly. So you don't even have to worry about your users looking at your site on a tablet, on a mobile phone. Any size screen that your users look at your website on, it will completely respond to the size of the screen. So that's absolutely fantastic. So I've chosen the responsive theme because I really like that one, and then I'm just going to hit install now. There are literally hundreds and hundreds of thousands of themes for you to choose from, but for today we're going to use the responsive theme, which is completely free, and actually for a free theme it's actually pretty good. So now that's finished installing, successfully installed, and it says there it's successfully installed. Then we're going to go and hit activate. So what we're doing is we're activating the theme onto our website. So now when we look at the website, let's open a new window and have a look at our website, marketingonlinebus.com. You'll see, hey, this is how our website looks now. Just by installing that theme, this is how it looks now. Fantastic. So all we need to do is shape what this is going to look like with our own content, and then we've got a website. Fantastic. So the first thing we're going to do is add a page. So let's go back, come back to our back end of our website and hit on pages. Add new. Going to add a new page. So what are we going to call this page? Let's call it About Me. And I've actually got my own website, onlineincomeroadmap.com. I've got that open at the moment, so what I'll do is I'll just copy a bit of that text from there, copy that, go back to our new site, About Me, and I'll just paste it in here. So there's my pre-prepared text. Let's add an image. To do that, you hit Add Media, and we're going to select File. There's an image there that I can use. When that's done, hit Insert into Page. We'll do that now. And what do you know it, there's our image on the page. Let's see, then you hit Publish. If you want to see how that looks, you just pop over to your page, hit the refresh button. The reason why you're seeing this and the bar along the top is because we're actually logged into our WordPress site. When you're not logged in, you don't see that anymore. Here is the About Me page that we just created, so I'm going to click on About Me, and hey, look at that. There's our first bit of content on our page that we've created. Now obviously this bit of type up here is separated from the rest, so we just want to go back in and tidy that up. So to do that, we go back over here, scroll down, get that ready and just move that along. And then we go back and hit Update. We can go back over, refresh the page, have a look at that. Make sure it's nicely set. Fantastic. So there's our first page that we've created, which looks great. What I want to do now is go back over to our back end, go to Settings and Permalinks right here. And I just want to show you something about how the links show up on the site. So if I just show you on the site at the moment, it's got the url.com/about-me. Now let's go back in the back end, and the reason why that's so is because it's selected by default date and name, and that is the format that it's given our posts. It hasn't actually added the date. But what I'd like to do is I prefer to have post name. You can choose whichever one suits you best, but I suggest that you use post name because it makes everything much neater, and for SEO purposes, Google would love this. So let's just save those changes and have a little drink. Cheers. By the way, did you get a drink for yourself? Just kick back, relax, hit pause anytime you need to, and then carry on going, because this is where the fun bit happens, and it's just such a fantastic feeling when you created your first site. So I think it's time for us to add another page. So we're going to go to plugins, and we're going to add new. And what we're going to do is we're going to add a contact form to our Contact Me page. So to do that, we're going to use a plugin. So I'm going to search contact, and all those plugins with that name in the title will come up. And the one I like to use is called Contact Form 7. So let me just try and find that one. Contact form, there are so many. Contact form. Okay, I can't see it, so let's try Contact Form 7, put the whole title in. There it is, that's the one I like to use. It's very, very good, this one. I've used it before. If you're unfamiliar with what plugin that you should use, then my suggestion is what I tend to do when I'm not sure about a plugin, is that you go to the details, have a read, do have a look at the ratings and the reviews, and when you're happy, then you hit install now. And what plugins do is that they add functionality to your WordPress site. So WordPress, when you download WordPress, it comes as just a skeleton, just a shell if you like. And what plugins do is that it adds functionality to your site. So for example, I'm using a contact form, and you can add all sorts of like social media widgets. You can add so many things onto your website by using plugins that adds that extra functionality that you would want to see and that you would normally see on a website. So here we are, we've added our Contact Form 7, and now it's successfully installed. So now we're going to activate our plugin. Okay, let's scroll down a little bit. There it is there. So we go to settings, and it comes with a little bit of code here. So we're going to take that code, and we're going to copy that code, and then we're going to go and create a page to put that code on. So we're going to go to pages and add new, and we're going to call this page Contact Me, and then we'll literally just paste that code in on that page there, and then you hit publish. So when we go over to our website and we refresh that page, and then we've got our new page that we've just created called Contact Me. And if we go over to there, there's our form that we've just created using a plugin called Contact Form 7. So when you fill in your details, or when your website visitors fill their details in on this form, so let's just call it Michelle, put my email address in here, give it a subject. You must always test your forms. Any plugin that you use and add to your site, you should always test it just to make sure it works. And we'll just hit send. And then what you do is you go into your email, the email address that you've assigned to your WordPress account. You go into your email, and you make sure that that email has arrived in your inbox. And when you know it's arrived and it all looks fine, then you consider your testing phase done and that your form works. So that's fantastic. So what happens next? The thing we're going to want to do now is to remove this comment box at the bottom. We don't really need to have that there, so we're going to remove that. So how to do that? Let's go back over into the back end of the site. We're on the Contact Me page already. So if you go to Screen Options, if you just click Discussion, let's scroll down a bit, and then if you just uncheck Allow Comments and Allow Trackbacks and Pingbacks, and then just hit Update on that. Then we go over to our pages again, and we hit the About Me page, and we're going to do the same with the About Me page because we don't want the comments at the bottom of that page either. When you go to Screen Options, Discussion's already checked because we did that before. You scroll down and just uncheck those two at the bottom and then hit Update. So when we go back to our website and hit refresh, hey, great, comments box is not there anymore. And if we go to the About Me page, no comments box down there as well. So that's great, that's worked. It's really coming together. I'm so pleased, really pleased. I thought that we could treat ourselves to add in another page. So let's go back over to our site, go to Pages, Add New, and we're going to add here, I'm going to show you how to embed a YouTube video. So we're going to call this one The Future of Social Media. And now we need to go over to YouTube and get our embed code. So let's go over to YouTube and find a video. Social media, the future of social media. Now, which one should we choose? This looks like a good one here from Marie Forleo and Gary Vaynerchuk, so let's choose that one. We don't want it to play, so I'm just going to hit pause. And we just really come in here to get the code, the embed code. So you go to Share, Embed, and that's the code we're looking for. So we're just going to copy that piece of code. We don't want any of these checked, so that's fine. I'm going to go back over to our site. I'm going to go to Text, right hand side, and this is where we're going to paste our code. We could just move that down a little bit and then come over to Visual. Let's move that down a bit, and we could just say have a look at the future of social media, and then we can hit publish. And let's go over, refresh. Let's see, the future of social media, that's our new page that we've just done. Click on that, and hey presto, here's our video with Marie Forleo and Gary Vaynerchuk. Fantastic. And the other thing we can go and do then is just to get rid of the comments boxes. We don't want that, so we'll just go back over here, scroll down, uncheck those two at the bottom and hit Update. Just check that that's gone. Refresh our page. Great, that's gone. The other thing we're going to want to do is just to remove the sample page that WordPress have put in there as default. So we'll just go and do that now. We go over to here, go to our pages, sample page, just going to trash that one. So now we're back just down to our 3 pages that we want. Go over here, just check that that's gone. Great, so we've got our 3 pages that we just created. Fantastic. So supposing you wanted to, now we've created our pages, change the order in which they turn up here on the navigation bar. So say we wanted to swap Contact Me with the Future of Social Media, those 2 pages. So how you do that is you go into the back end here and go to the Appearance and Menus. And we're going to create a menu. We're going to get really creative. We're going to call it Menu, just to keep things nice and simple. And then we're going to hit Create Menu. And on the left hand side here, we're going to click to add all of those 3 pages that we've created. We're going to add those to the menu. And we're going to click to automatically add any more that we do, and this is the header menu, so we need to click that one as well. Before we hit to save the menu, we just want to change the order, put that one over there, hit save menu. So when we go back over to our website, we refresh the screen, and there we've got the About Me, the Future of Social Media, and the Contact Me in the correct order. That's great. Now you may have noticed that our home page has now gone missing. Now what we need to do then is add that back. So we go back over here, we go to links, we need to put our URL in this box here. So onlinebuzz.com, and then you add that to the menu. Oh, I've forgotten to name that, the link text, so we can go in here, add the link text, call it home. It's simple, nice and simple. And then we can hit, actually what we then need to do is make sure that goes at the very top, and home, and then we can save menu, and you can go over, check that that's okay, and then your home page is back now. So home, About Me, Future of Social Media, and Contact Me, all those pages that we've created, all in the right order. Great, fantastic. Move on to the next bit and make our home page nice. Let's look at where we are so far according to our plan. So we've purchased our domain name, we got our hosting from HostGator, we changed our name servers, we installed WordPress, we installed our theme, the responsive theme, and we've just done our pages. We've just added those pages and reorganized those pages. So next we're going to customize the home page. Let's do that now. So let's go back over to our back end and go to Appearance and then Theme Options. And let's have a look here what we've got. So we've got the theme element, logo upload, that's something we're going to be coming back to next. Homepage, so let's click on homepage. Right, so here what do we have? So the first thing we want to click is the fact that we're going to override the WordPress front page option, and then we're going to add our details here. So I'm going to add here for my headline, marketing today, and for the sub headline, your step-by-step guide, And then in the content area, learn tips and tricks. Oops. Tricks that Fortune 500 companies use in their social media marketing. And a bit further down, call to action URL, we'll come back to that in just a second. Call to action text, just in that box we're going to add get it here. And the URL, just want to come over to the site. It's this very URL that we want to look at. We're going to copy that, go back to the back end, paste the URL in that box, scroll down a bit more. Before we add the featured content in the media there, just going to save that, then go back over, go to our home page, and voila! Marketing Today, your step-by-step guide, and there's the text we've just put in there and the call to action. If we click on that, it should take us, there you go, it takes us to that page. So that's great. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back and look at what we're going to do. Let's click on home page. I'm going to go back now and add an image. And that image that I'm referring to, let's go back to the home page, is this image right here. So we're just going to add an image, replace this with our own image. So let's do that now. So to change that image, we'll go back over to our back end, scroll up a bit, hit add media, and we're going to use the same image that we used before, just for ease, and then we can hit save options. Let's see how that looks. Go back over, refresh the page. Yeah. Obviously you'd put an image here that's related to exactly what your website is all about. So next, what are we going to do? Going to put a logo on here. We're going to replace the responsive one there and put our own logo. So how to do that? Go back into the back end there, and where it says logo upload, that's something that we saw earlier. I'm going to come in here, click here, and then we can click on here, choose an image from our computer, click your logo, something I prepared earlier. Now just before I hit upload, I just want to draw your attention to the pixel sizes. 300 width by 100 high. That's the size that you should have your logo before you upload. And then you hit upload. And we're going to skip the cropping in this instance because I've already done that previously. I'm going to publish the image. There it is there. And we're going to hit save changes. So we go over to the site now and hit refresh. There's our logo there. So that's great. The next thing I'd like us to do is, if we scroll down a bit, is the home page widget, or the home widget 1, 2 and 3. I'm just going to change those areas down here on the home page. So let's go over to the back end. We need to go to the widgets. And here where it says home widget 1, home widget 2 and home widget 3, that's where those are coming from. So let's do this one first. So what we would need to do then is take any of these from the left hand side and literally click and drag them over into any of these on the right hand side. Just so it happens text is the one I wanted. So we'll click and drag that over to the home widget 1. and we can just rename those. So I'm going to call this one Facebook Secrets, and then you put your text in here. And I would hope that you would take lots of time and care over this and make sure it all makes perfect sense. But for the purposes of this exercise, this is what we're going to do. And then we're going to hit save. So you hit save. Did that work? Let me try that again. Just save that. Make sure it is saved. I'm just going to copy and paste that into my clipboard. So let's do that 2 more times. So that's Facebook Secrets. Then we need to click and drag over to home widget number 2 for here. The second one I'm going to call Tweet Central. Just copy and paste that perfect text in there as well, just to save some time, and hit save on that one as well. And the third one, we'll get our text and drag that over to here, and the third one we're going to call Video Tube, and again copy and paste my perfect text in that box and hit save on that one as well. So when we go back over to our site and refresh the screen, perfect text, our 3 areas, nice text. Obviously you will take time over your text, write that in there, absolutely fantastic. So this is what our homepage looks like. Didn't take long as well, did it? It's fantastic. So the next thing I'm going to do, let's go to one of the other pages. Let's try the About Me page. Next thing I'm going to do is show you how to control this area on the side here, just to tidy that up. I'm going to add some other widgets on there. So we go back to our back end, go to Appearance and then Widgets, that's where we are already. And the one we're looking for is the main sidebar. And as you can see, we have search, recent posts, comments, etc. And that replicates exactly what we have in here. We've got the search, recent posts, comments, etc. So that's where that's coming from. But we don't want any of those other ones. Actually, the only one we do want is search. So we want to add our social media buttons to those. So what we're going to do is we're just going to move those to the left. Move all those out. Don't need any of those right now. Archives and comments. Move that down here. So let's just go back over, refresh that. You should see that all we have left then is the search box just there. So we're going to add a YouTube channel for you to subscribe to YouTube. So let's go over, go to our plugins, and we're going to add new. We're going to find a YouTube plugin. So we're going to find one called YouTube Subscribe. Let's see. Add the YouTube subscribe button. I quite like the sound of that one. Got lots of ratings, good ratings. Okay, let's go for that. Oh, there's a warning here that this plugin has not been tested in your current version of WordPress. Maybe I'm not feeling in a testing mood. Let's try a different one. Let's try this one. Well, this one hasn't either. Not to worry, we'll give it a go and see how we get on. See if it works. Successfully installed. Let's activate the plugin. It's activated. Then we're going to go to Parents, Widgets, and we should see a new one here called YouTube. And then what we're going to do is drag that up to where we deleted all those others and put that below the search. Now, what I'd like to do now is just change these. $105 on the height and 250 on the width. Find us on YouTube, and I'll put my username in there, which is Online Income Roadmap, and then we'll hit save. That's just my YouTube channel that I've just recently set up. So let's see how that's going to look. Make sure we hit save on that, and then let's go over, refresh, and there's the YouTube channel with my 1 subscriber, but not to worry, I've only just set that up, so that will grow over time. So that's fantastic. So we know that works. Great. So what's a social media site without Facebook? And what I'd like to do now is add a Facebook like box directly underneath the YouTube plugin that's here. And the way that you add that is slightly different from how we added the plugin in the back end. So we're just going to go over to Google. You can Google Facebook Lightbox widget, and we're going to go for the top one. So this is how we do it. We'll put our URL in here, or you put your URL in the top one. So I'm just going to put my Online Income Roadmap that I've recently set up. Make sure I spelled that correctly. Online Income Roadmap. Now you can show faces. I don't mind. Actually, I quite like the way they've set that one up here. And we can make this 300 by 300. That's fine. And then you hit get code. So we can ignore these, and we're going to go straight to iframe. Then we're going to come here, copy that code. Then we're going to go over to our back end. We can close down the YouTube one that we've just done. And we're going to need another text one to go directly underneath our YouTube. And we can paste that code in there. Let's give it a title, which is like us on Facebook, and then you hit save. And then let's go over and have a look. Can refresh that page. And voila, now that's not quite right. So what I'll do is I'll go back and just adjust that. Let's go to Facebook. Size in 300 by 290. That's too wide, so we can go back over here. Just make that narrower. We'll make that 250. The height's okay. And we have to change that here as well. 250. Save that. Go back over, refresh the page. That's fantastic. Yay! We've we've just set our site up, folks. So let's have a look around. We've had a logo on here. We've added an image. We've added text. We've added some widgets on the side. On the home page, we've put some text and we've added a URL to our button and an image. We've added some text at the bottom, and I know yours is going to make sense. What have we here? We've embedded a video, YouTube video, and on the Contact Me, we've added a plugin, a form. So all in all, I hope that you've learnt a lot from this video. It's been absolutely fantastic to do and really fun. I've enjoyed going through each step and showing you how easy it is, or how easy it can be, to save yourself a fortune. So feel free to, if you enjoyed this video, to like me on Facebook and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's lonely at the moment, but it's growing. And connect with me on all social media. I'm on there under onlineincomeroadmap.com, and I look forward to creating even more videos to help you build your online business. So for now, thank you very much, and I'll see you soon. This is Michelle Asher from Online Income Roadmap. Thank you.